I'm Kerry Fink, and welcome to Helping Seniors Update. Can you imagine that here we are? We're on the 11th of December. We're right here in the thick of the holiday season. So, everybody getting ready for Christmas, Hanukkah, just the New Year's, everything going on all at one time. And hope this is a good and safe time. Realize it's a complicated time because of all the COVID restrictions and everything like that. But apparently, if we can just follow those CDC guidelines, we can move through this safely. And it looks like a vaccine is around the corner and good things are ahead. So, hello, Vicki Moore with Humana. How are you today?
I'm great, Carrie. It's so nice to be here with you again today.
Yeah, I'm so excited. We cover such good topics. I do want to take a minute, by the way, and say on behalf of Joe Steckler, who is our president and founder of the Helping Seniors organization, as well as Kim Bernard, who's our education specialist, we're so glad to have you here with us for Helping Seniors Updates, which is our way of getting information out to the community here in the along the Space Coast, and in particular. What I really enjoy is every other Friday we get to sit with you, Vicki Moore, and have this great series which we've called The Art of Healthy Living. And we've covered some really great topics along the way. Lots of important things. I mean, last time out, I thought it was very appropriate that you took some time to cover some Social Security basics. We've done things about Medicare enrollment, but we've also done a lot of health inspired things. And I think that's where we're going today, right?
We are. We're going to be talking about 10 tips to help boost your energy, which, as you mentioned, we are right here in that holiday season. And I think a lot of us could definitely use some energy boosting. So hopefully this will be helpful to a lot of the folks out there.
Yeah, I'm excited to get started with this because, we all rush around and we're trying to get everything done for the holidays, the gift giving or the plans that we make or the things that we're trying to get accomplished as we get towards year end. And we oftentimes will end up wearing ourselves out. And this is really timely, I think.
Oh, definitely, definitely. Hopefully, I think it's gonna, provide just some extra little tips to get us through that holiday shopping and, all of those extra parties. And I know it's a little different this year, but I think some people are, definitely still need that extra energy boost, even if you're just staying up late doing some online ordering
There you
for
go.
those Christmas gifts. Yeah.
Well, let's dive right in. I'm excited to hear these.
Okay, well, here we go. Um, All right, so our agenda today on this topic is we're going to talk about the benefits of having energy. We're going to talk about the impact of aging on your energy level, 10 energy boosting tips for health and happiness, and potential energy zappers. So here we go. All right, so why do you think energy is important to health and happiness? We're going to find out. Um, All right, so aging and your energy level. Thinking about the amount of energy you had during your various stages of your life, then think about how your energy level is now. So the big question is, how has aging affected your energy levels? Um, I know for me, I'm not going to reveal my age right now, but definitely, getting on, definitely that I guess that middle age group, and definitely you can see a difference in that energy level. So just they're talking about somebody here just does not have the energy to do the things I want to do and wake up in the morning feeling exhausted. So I think maybe a lot of us feel that way these days. So
Well,
let's
yeah, and it's been a tremendously stressful year with all the complications that 2020 has introduced. And so I think that's why this is so relevant even more so than ever.
Right. Nope. I agree. Let's find out what they're going to tell us here. Okay. So there's good news. There are things that you can do that we can do regardless of our age to help us increase our energy level. Um, so tip number 10, we can get some sunshine. And before we even go into that, that's probably not something we think about, but definitely, I think that's one of the reasons I moved to the Sunshine State. But getting 5 to 15 minutes of sunlight every day may help boost your energy levels. Here's what you need to know about sunlight and your energy levels. Sunlight halts the production of melatonin. Sunlight helps signal your body that it's time to get up and get going. Sunlight acts as a mood booster. Not getting enough may cause a drop in your serotonin, which may trigger depression. And sunlight helps the body produce your vitamin D. Vitamin D may help protect the body from disease and bolster your immune system. And just on a side note, be sure to use your sunscreen or cover up when you're out in the sun more than 10 minutes to protect yourself from skin cancer. But that's number 10, but I think that's a very, very important tip there. And I know it definitely affects my mood, and therefore it affects my energy. So I think that's a really great tip right there. Number 9, manage your medicine. In some cases, medicines have unpleasant side effects, which can zap your energy and leave you feeling drowsy. So when it comes to your medicines, keep these things in mind. You want to always talk to your healthcare provider about changes that may help, and you want to take your medications as your healthcare provider has prescribed. Be sure to consult your healthcare provider prior to making changes. Don't stop taking the medicine without talking to your provider. So that's another one that I don't know that people always realize, can affect, your mood, therefore your energy levels. So, but that's definitely something you want to take a look at. All right, number 8, limit your caffeine, your alcohol, and your nicotine. So caffeine, alcohol, and nicotine are often mistaken as pick-me-ups, but for some people, they can be actually energy drains. Caffeine can stay in your blood for up to 6 hours, which, can then interfere with your sleep. And alcohol can have I can't even say this word today, sedative effect and interfere with your sleep architecture. And then, of course, nicotine is a stimulant, and it's going to give you that jolt of energy, making it harder to fall and stay asleep. So those are all things, we hear every day that we should limit or even eliminate from our bodies. But if it is something that you're doing, or, things that you're using, well, you do want to make sure, if you're having, trouble sleeping and things like that, make sure that you are doing them as little as possible, and then, as far away as from your sleep time as possible too. But yeah, even just during the day though, it can zap your energy more so than it actually boosts. I think maybe for a lot of us, it's more psychological than actually physical when when it comes to that energy boosting. Number 7, get a handle on stress. And as we've talked about, I think week after week, this has been a trying and stressful year. So I know that's an important thing for everybody. But it definitely can drain your physical and mental energy, and, being able to manage it is going to help you. So here's what you should know. Stress activates your fight or flight response. It sends hormones into the blood, setting off many changes in the body. So you want to try to find a relaxing activity. When you feel stressed, you can listen to music, you can write in a journal, you can talk to a friend, you can walk. I myself have been doing a lot of, I try to do a lot of exercise. That's my biggest stress reliever. So I have been doing a lot of yoga, and I've been doing a lot of Zumba. So those are all things that help me. But that's what they're also mentioning here is, a lot of those traditional relaxation practices, such as your yoga, meditation, deep breathing. Those are all things that can help with your stress, that will in turn, help you boost your energy levels. What about you, Carrie? Any particular stress relievers for you, or ways that you handle your stress?
Well, this is one of the things I think we talked about in one of the episodes, even just recently, where I remember the topic came up about laughter. And I think, particularly in 2020, there's been a great tendency for us to because we have dealt with so many tremendously serious issues in this year. But I really think finding a lighter side, or finding some people say it's the silver lining in the cloud, or just looking at the glass as being half full instead of half empty. I think that's the best kind of stress fighter that there is. And laughter, can certainly relieve a lot of the tension, I think.
Yep, that's very, very good point. I'm glad you brought that up. I love that. All right, number 6, think positively. And again, I know that sometimes it's hard to do, and sometimes you have to really intentionally think about thinking positively, but it's very powerful. Your thoughts are very powerful, and they can impact your mind and your body in many ways. Did you know that many people tend to focus more on the bad than the good? But with practice, you can learn to replace your negative thoughts with positive ones. And I think a lot of us have to really, really focus on that. So we want to remember that positive thinking isn't about denying negative thoughts. I mean, they're definitely there, but instead it's about seeing the situation for what it is and think positively about what you can do about it. You want to counteract your negative thoughts with positive ones. So when you notice that negativity start to creep in, you want to try to think of three positive emotions to offset it. And that's actually a really good intentional way to do it. So I say to all of you out there, if you do feel any negative thoughts creeping in, just maybe take a moment and just, if you maybe think of it in your mind, or if you even want to jot it down, but think of three positive things that, replace that. I like that idea a lot. And, speaking of writing, you could keep a gratitude journal. Writing your blessings down may help to remind you of how much you have to be thankful for, and can also help lead to a more positive attitude. So just make sure you're doing things that you truly enjoy. That's going to help you, have a more positive outlook on life. So that's a great tip. And number 5, stay social. And again, a crazy year for that, and it's definitely more difficult. But as much as you can, us humans strive. We need that social interaction with others. The human brain is wired to be social. I mean, we thrive on that. So being isolated and alone, or being around negative people, can tend to bring us down. So here's some tips to improve your social network. Choose your company wisely. And I think we probably shared some of these same tips in some of our other topics, but again, they all resonate and they're all important. But negative energy is contagious. When you're around other negative people, those negative thoughts are going to creep into your head. So try to surround yourself with happy, lively, and spirited people. That is going to boost your energy. And then find new ways to connect. You can connect with almost anyone using technology. And these days, that is a very important source of connecting, because we're so much more limited in person. So, whether it be, events like this, live events that you can come to with the Helping Seniors of Brevard website. They provide wonderful activities and ways you can interact. And there's so many, I know I take part in a lot of Zoom, all the meetings we used to do in person are now virtual and Zoom. And so, take part in those. And if you don't already have those, there's lots of opportunities out there. There's organizations and clubs you can join, where you can meet new people virtually. And although it's not in person, it's still a good way to connect, because you're talking right one-on-one with people. So you actually sometimes can get to know them better than maybe you do even in person. So I still think they're great ways to connect. So any thoughts from you, Carrie, on staying social in these COVID times?
Oh, 100%. Because, we just did a Helping Seniors radio show in this past week where we're talking about, here we are in the holidays, which, is a great time, but for many people, it's a difficult time too. And so here, not only do we have the challenges of doing all the things the CDC tells us we need to do about, staying safe medically, the washing of the hands, the maybe postpone that face-to-face Christmas gathering, wear the mask, all the things that we've been really taught well to do over the year, which keep us safe. But the flip side is then we're talking about the fact that we don't really get to be with the people that we care about in the way that we normally would. And so one of the things, and I think this tip number 5, maybe even in a COVID year, deserves a boost up, because what we have to do is think of everything we can do that allows us to stay connected. That's why I love like what we do with the Art of Healthy Living series, because it is a way for people to stay connected. And the good news is, you know, they tell us the vaccine is around the corner. So maybe early in 2021, all these things and extra precautions maybe can be relaxed a whole lot, and then we get back to really being able to be social in the way that we prefer. But I think this is such an important part of the whole thing of 10 of these 10 steps that we're talking about today.
Right, I agree. And you know what, I'm just going to throw out there, after, you watch this today and, maybe your energy is not where you want it to be. I mean, go outside and take a walk. I mean, you can still stay safe and, maybe walk across the causeway or somewhere where you feel, you're not in close proximity necessarily, but you're out and about and you're getting sunshine and you're seeing people, and that can definitely make a difference, I think,
That's good.
on our energy levels. All right, number 4, drink plenty of water. Water is important for getting oxygen and nutrients to all of your body cells. Here's what you should know about water and energy. Dehydration may lead to reduced energy levels. Slight dehydration can reduce your energy level and leave you feeling fatigued. How much is enough? Well, you want to talk to your doctor to find out how much water you need daily. And I know there's a formula, Carrie, and I should know that formula. It's based on your body weight. I think for me, I'm supposed to have like at least like 8 glasses of water, and they actually say that is pretty typical for most people. About 8 glasses of water is good, but I know there's actually a body weight formula. I don't know, but do you know what it is?
No, no, I was going to say I don't know the specifics, although what I have universally heard over and over, and it makes sense that this is another good tip for boosting our energy, because most often they tell us they say no matter what you think you're doing, you're probably not drinking enough water, and I've heard that over and over. And some of the symptoms of not drinking enough water is, you're just not feeling as alert as you want to. You're not as on top of your game, because your body needs that water. In fact, I remember reading a book once by a friend of ours that had actually written that she went to the doctor, and the title of the book was called Drink Water and Live. And she was so busy with her schedule that she went to the doctor to try to go over all the ailments that she was feeling. And when they sat down and went through everything, it turned out just what you said. She was not drinking enough water. And once she did, things kind of moved right back to where they were, and she got back on top of her game. It was pretty amazing.
Right. Yeah. Water is such a simple fix, but it can fix a lot of things. So yeah, definitely drink your water. And there's other ways to stay hydrated too. Don't forget about your water-rich fruits and veggies like your lettuce and your melons and your cucumbers. I know in my household, when I've got my daughter with me, she is a watermelon fanatic. So we have watermelon sliced up in our house every day. So I know when she's with me, I'm definitely hydrated. So and lots of energy. So those are all good tips. All right, tip number 3. And again, this is one of those things that relates to so many different areas of our lives, but you want to get good sleep. It's closely linked with energy, and it doesn't always come easy. These tips can help you sleep better. You want to stick to a sleep schedule with a regular bedtime and a regular wake up time. You want to develop a relaxing sleep routine. You want to keep your naps short and early if you're a nap taker. And you want to watch what you eat and drink before bed, which kind of goes again back to the caffeine and all those different things. You just need to be careful, because those are things that can definitely, mess with your sleeping schedule. But sleep is so important for so many different things, and especially with your energy. I mean, if you want to be waking up refreshed and energetic in the morning, if you haven't had a good night's sleep the night before, it's just not going to happen. So these tips are very, very important. All right, number 2, get moving. And we've kind of already touched on this, by getting out and being social, but staying active has many benefits, including helping to boost your energy, improving your mood, and promoting your better sleep. So how does exercise help energy? It gives your cells more energy to burn, it circulates oxygen, and it releases stress hormones that may boost your energy. And how can you get started? Well, if you haven't been an exerciser, then it's probably a good idea to call your doctor before starting, an actual exercise program, just to be sure that you're you're physically ready to be doing these different activities. But if you're someone, so that's definitely the first thing you want to do. Contact your doctor, just make sure things are going as they should, and then get started. Sometimes it's just a matter of just getting out there and maybe just taking a walk to get that body moving. All right, so that's tip number 2. And tip number 1, eat smart. The body converts your food into energy. A balanced diet helps keep your energy levels steady throughout the day, avoiding spikes and dives. So here's what you need to know about the connection between diet and energy levels. Focus on foods with complex carbs and healthy fats. These are going to give you a long-lasting reserve of energy to power you through the whole day. And it's not just what you eat, but when. If you miss a meal, including your breakfast, it may lead to fatigue. So instead, consider eating small meals every few hours. And then don't go overboard on your portions. This may cause a big blood sugar spike, followed by a nosedive in energy later. So you want to keep in mind that you can use snacks as a bridge between meals. They should have lean protein and complex fiber-rich carbohydrates to provide lasting energy. So those are all really important things. I think we've always heard you should always start your day with breakfast, and that definitely can make a difference. I know for me, it definitely, I feel like it wakes me up in the morning and gets my day going. So, it's definitely giving me that added energy that I need. And I know in my work day, I get so busy through the day that oftentimes I don't make time for lunch. But those days when I haven't made time for lunch, I can feel that lack of energy. So, even if you don't have time for a good balanced lunch, if you could do maybe snacking on some healthy, like they say, bridge snacks in between, that's going to give you that extra energy. That's all really important.
Yes.
Okay, so let's review. That's pretty much it, Carrie. Those are our 10 tips, which I think are great tips. And if you can follow all of these, they are going to give you that extra energy that I think we all need this time of year and throughout the year.
Yeah, I was thinking as you go through these, what I really like about this is that I don't think that necessarily the tips are things that maybe we haven't heard before. I was thinking as you were running through these, a lot of these are things like probably your parents told you, maybe your high school gym coach was trying to tell you this, or your doctor has mentioned a lot of these. And so these are all things, but when you put them together in sort of this top 10 checklist, you really make a compelling case that we ought to be intentional about trying to boost our energy and doing it the right way. And everything here you said was really geared for our overall health. And that's why this whole series, which has been called The Art of Healthy Living, is so important, because we're really taking kind of like that whole person approach and just making sure that we're not taking band-aids or we're not taking shortcuts, but we're just figuring out the things that we can do that help us to enjoy our lives as we go along here.
Right. Nope. I agree totally. And like you said, most of these are things we've heard throughout our lives, from our parents. And, as parents, we tell our children the same things. And so, but sometimes it's just, nice to hear them again and to really think about focusing on them, because, we don't always heed our own advice. And so it's important just to kind of hear it again, I think.
No, I think you're 100% right. And that's why this information is so good. And, maybe you might want to, if you're watching this, you might want to share this with a friend who may be feeling a little bit blah during the holiday season, that they could actually take a look at a couple of things that they might be able to do that would be helpful to them. and worthwhile to take a look at. And just even if it's nothing other than a refresher or a reminder, it's good information. And that's one of the reasons, by the way, Vicki, that all of these videos that we've done in the Art of Healthy Living series are available in the Helping Seniors library, and you can attack those at your leisure when your time permits. You can find them both on the Helping Seniors website, which you can get to at helpingseniorsofbrevard.org, helpingseniorsofbrevard.org. You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel. You'll find not only the Art of Healthy Living series is featured there, but you'll also find lots and lots of Helping Seniors radio, television programs, and other good information that's there. You just go to YouTube and look for Helping Seniors of Brevard. And for those of you that are Facebookers, well, first of all, we want to invite you to like, follow, share, and all of that. But the same thing is true. We've put all of these Art of Healthy Living programs on the Helping Seniors Facebook site. So not only can you access them, but maybe there's a person that you're connected with you think might benefit from some of these excellent ideas and tips that Vicki has been sharing all along. So I'm excited that as we keep moving further, you said you've got a whole plethora of things we're going to be covering going forward. So every other Friday. So we'll be back. Actually, we'll be back on Christmas Day. Believe it or not, we'll have an Art of Healthy Living feature. Maybe after you've done unwrapping all the Christmas presents and whatever you do on that particular day. We hope you have a good and safe day. But maybe in the afternoon, you'll want to pick up and take a look at what's going on with the Art of Healthy Living. I wonder if you have a good topic in mind for that.
Carrie, I don't have the topic picked out yet, but I'm thinking about it. I've got it narrowed down to a couple of great topics. So we'll have something good.
So it'll be a Santa surprise. Okay.
It will. So I will we'll have a great topic for Christmas Day.
Good. I love it. And thank you, Vicki. I know you're busy with all the things you do. You've been in the middle of the enrollment season with Medicare. And folks, if you don't know, Vicki Moore is one of the top folks with Humana and CarePlus here along the Space Coast. And really, she takes time out of her busy day to share this great series, The Art of Healthy Living, on the Helping Seniors Network. And Vicki, I guess you've been like nonstop as people are going through their enrollment questions and if they're going to make a change this year. And just maybe real quickly, since we are on December 11th, where does that stand? Should people still give you a call, or what is the where?
So I'm glad you brought that up, Carrie. So yes, so as of December 7th, and the annual enrollment period, AEP, is over. So for those folks that had maybe a lot of folks out there have Medicare supplements, and you can change those all year long if you have a Medicare supplement. But many of you that have Medicare supplements also have prescription drug plans. So that was the only time period you are allowed to make changes, that October 15th to the December 7th. So I helped a lot of people with your prescription drug plans, making sure they're updated for the upcoming year. So if you have one of those types of plans, unless there's a special enrollment period for you, you're going to be on the same plan that you had this past year if you haven't made changes. But there is a special enrollment period for people that have Advantage plans. And that with an Advantage plan, most of you either don't have prescription drug coverage or have it included in your plan, just depending on which plan you have. And for those people, if you didn't get to make changes and you wanted to, but maybe just couldn't find time for it, you do have an extra option, and that is called OEP, which is it's short for Open Enrollment Period. And that begins January 1st and it runs through March 31st. So for example, if you made a change during AEP and maybe you regret that change, or you're not sure about that change, or maybe you wanted to make a change and you just never got to connect with somebody to do that, you have the opportunity for those 3 months to meet with an agent such as myself, or, and make a change. So definitely you still have options. Got a little break, and you can't do that again until January 1, but you have those options. And then one other thing I'd like to throw out there, though, there is as you said, I'm with Humana and CarePlus. So anyone that is interested in CarePlus, which is the HMO in our area, that particular plan has a special enrollment period because we're very proud of the fact that it's a 5-star plan. And because it's a 5-star plan, you do have the opportunity to enroll anytime. So if you miss that AEP period, you can actually still contact somebody such as myself and get enrolled for January. Or, if it's not CarePlus, you still have that 3-month period for OEP. So there's options, Carrie. So I would love to share my number.
Yes,
If anybody wants to get in touch with me and has questions, you can reach me at 502-777-6277. And then I'm going to leave another number, and that is 321-272-0218. Either of those numbers, you can reach me, and I'd be happy to help in any way I can, answering questions.
That's terrific. Well, thank you again for sharing such good information with us every other Friday. So again, we'll be back on December 25th. Of course, we'll have Helping Seniors updates regularly from here to there. But thank you for sharing that. Just a couple of quick notes before we sign off for today. If you're looking for a good plan ahead Christmas gift or holiday gift or anything like that, or just a great vacation, let me tell you that we do have the Helping Seniors Foundation Cruise. This is very important and limited time offer. They've got the vaccine coming. They're starting to get the cruise ships ready to go safely sailing again. The date is May 30th. 2021. So plenty of time to get your vaccinations and all those things, everything set. The ships are going to be super safe, super friendly, super ready to go. May 30th, we're sailing out of Port Canaveral. We'll be on the MSC Divina, and there is a very, very special limited time offer. I think it's good through January 5th. So you have to get in on it to get the best situation before then. And listen to this. You can basically buy the cheapest cabin on the ship, which would be probably your inside, which is still an amazing value by itself. But if you're in on the sailing before January 5th, they will upgrade you. Listen to this, upgrade you from an inside to a balcony stateroom. So if you're looking forward to going traveling with friends from Brevard County, maybe you want to bring some family along, and certainly you want to join your friends at Helping Seniors, it's a great value, and you'll be sailing with a sailing that is actually designed to benefit the work of Helping Seniors, the 501c3 nonprofit. So I want to make sure you're aware of that as you're thinking about holiday gift giving and gift planning. So May 30th, 2021, make plans to join us. You can get information at Helping Seniors Travel Club. That's Helping Seniors Travel Club. You can get the information on the sailing, Helping Seniors Travel Club. It has phone numbers so you can reach Chris and Betty with the Helping Seniors Travel Club, and it will be a great time looking ahead. So Vicki, thank you again for joining us, and I hope you have a great time, and we'll look forward to talking with you again on Christmas Day.
Okay. And Carrie, I just want to say that cruise, that is a great way to boost your energy. If you're in need of that, you get your socialization, your sunshine, and so many great things. So that sounds so much fun.
I think it checks off a lot of those 10, right?
Oh yeah, definitely.
So
right.
so it's a great time. So thank you again, Vicki, and thank you, viewer, for tuning in for Helping Seniors Updates. On behalf of Joe Steckler, our president and founder, Kim Bernard, our education specialist, and our whole team, I hope you have a good and safe, and be safe through the holiday season. We'll see you Christmas Day for Helping Seniors Updates.
Bye.